What's up, fight fans? Welcome to my channel. This is Johnny, and in today's video we're going to be going over the statistics that nobody talks about when mentioning this weekend's fight in Newcastle, England at 154 pounds between Joshua Kelly and the Romanian fighter Flavius Bea. Guys, before I continue, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to everybody who's been with me since day one. If you haven't already, could you please remember to hit subscribe? Also, like this video, and right now, go down to the bottom of your screen, find the bell so you can be notified every time I put something out that's new. Fight fans, we have a new month. It's June, and we have a slew of boxing events this week. The UK, the US, Japan. In this video, we're going to be in Newcastle, England, talking about the main event between Pretty Boy Josh Kelly and Flavius Bea. Guys, this fight is the tale of two different fighters on two different trajectories. With Joshua Kelly, it was only in 2016. He was a British Olympian. He turned pro. There was a lot of hype behind him, not only because how he looks, how he carries himself, but also how he fights. His fights were going viral on social media with his reflex style of fighting. If you're unfamiliar with Joshua Kelly, you're in for a treat. He's one of my favorite fight styles to watch. He's gotten a lot more, we'll say, conservative in his style as he's gotten a little bit older, but he's still flashy, he's still sharp, he's still quick, and the counter boxing is there, the movement's there. This is the guy, if you follow him on Instagram, he'll shadow box and train to Motown music. He'll be listening to doo-wop while hitting the bag. So he uses that rhythmic style to frustrate his opponent. He has one career loss and one career draw. It was that draw which kind of railroaded the international career of Kelly. It was his first time in the US. He fought Ray Robinson. A lot of people were saying he was gonna go in that fight and look great, and he didn't have the performance that he was looking for. And then the other blemish on his record is his lone loss to David Avanesian. Avanesian is best known for his losses against Jaron Ennis and Terrence Crawford. When Kelly's at his best, he's moving, he's countering, he's frustrating his opponent, and he's making the craft of boxing look like an art. That's why he has so many fans, and at 31 years old, it's literally now or never if he's gonna make a world-class career of this. In his opponent, Flavius Bea, I don't hold it against you if you've never heard of him. I gotta be honest, when this fight got signed, I never heard of him. So I've done my due diligence. I've researched the one-loss Romanian fighter. So in this video, we're gonna break down both guys' careers. We're gonna talk about how they're gonna go about their business. And guys, stay tuned to the end of the video. We'll be going over those Las Vegas odds. Also, I'll be giving you my prediction. Bea is 35 years old. He's been talking since his fight got signed that he's not afraid to fight Kelly. Kelly is a guy that, out of his own mouth, a lot of people are avoiding. He's been very vocal about setting up big fights. It just hasn't happened for him yet. He wants the Conor Benn fight. He thinks that that is an easy victory for him, and I feel that going into this fight, you're gonna have to expect an electrifying performance by Joshua Kelly to continue his momentum, to want to get big fights. He wants to be on the world stage. He wants to put on shows. I think with an exceptional performance against the one-loss Romanian, he could do just that. Right now, I want to take a closer look at what's at stake this weekend in Newcastle, England. Guys, Josh Kelly will square off with Flavius Bea in Newcastle on June 6th. Kelly's 16-1-1 with 8 knockouts, is a popular British fighter and an Olympian who has fought at middleweight, junior middleweight, and welterweight. His lone loss was a 6-round stoppage at the hands of David Avanesian, best known for his own defeats, like I already told you, against Boots and Bud. The 31-year-old Kelly claims that those in his weight division are avoiding him, and he praises Bea for taking the fight, and I quote, "Bea has shown he's got what plenty of others in my division don't, and that's the minerals to step up and fight me," Kelly said. Bea, 24-1 with 12 knockouts, has won his last 12 fights, but against 0 world-class opponents. The 35-year-old Romanian's best win is a 12-round split decision over Juan Jose Velasco, who has fought and lost by stoppage to Regis Prograis, Mario Barrios, and Callum Walsh. "I have absolutely no fear in facing Josh Kelly," Bea said at a press conference. "I respect him and his skills, but make no mistake about it, I'm coming to win on June 6th and take away all those big fights he so desperately wants." Kelly, a 31-year-old from Sunderland, says the fight will be beautiful and brutal. We expect him to make a massive statement, Callie Sauerland, Wasserman's global head of boxing, said of Kelly. The card is promoted by Wasserman Boxing and includes other British prospects and title hopefuls such as featherweight Tom Whalen. Middleweight Felix Cash is also due to return from last year's loss to Tyler Deddy. So guys, we know how stacked the 154-pound division is. In the upcoming weeks and months, there's going to be a lot of big fights at 54, and Kelly believes that this is a pecking order fight for him. He wants to be at the top, which he was not too long ago. His name was getting paired with a lot of big fighters, even Terrence Crawford at one time at 154 pounds. You're going to expect him to be in shape. Bea says 35, this is his time. He's coming in there to respect Kelly's skills, but he has no fear, and I expect the Romanian fighter to be a tough out for Josh Kelly. Right now, I do want to take a closer look at Bea and see what he's been up to. Guys, Flavius Bea is 24-1 with 12 knockouts. He's not currently ranked at 154 pounds due to his inactivity. He's fought a career total of 148 pro rounds and carries into the ring a 50% career knockout to win ratio. The Romanian is an orthodox fighter standing at 5'9.5" with a 72-inch reach. He was born in Arad, Romania and resides in Timisoara, Romania. We last saw him fight Enis, 33-19, stopped him in the 7th. Perez, 34-7, stopped him in the 2nd. Velasco, 24-3, won a split in the 12th. Villalba, 20-5, won a split in the 10th. Alvarez, 31-11, UD in the 10th. So we know he has one career loss. We know he's on a 12-fight win streak, but there's not a lot of tape on Bea. You can't find a lot of highlights on him. YouTube doesn't really have any of his full fights. When I'm looking at the little footage I do see of him, he seems to be a front foot fighter. He seems to be one of these guys who wants to mix it up and fight you head on, wants to challenge you and make you beat him. That's going to be an interesting stylistic matchup for Josh Kelly because he's a reflex fighter. He has his hands down a lot. So in some fights, and a lot of the knock on Kelly by the critics say, he takes too many shots. He takes too many unwanted punches that he shouldn't have taken if he just keeps his hands up. Some people call him a showboat. Some people call him flashy. And Bea's looking to take advantage of those holes come fight night in Newcastle. Right now, I want to take a closer look at PBK and see what he's been up to. Guys, Kelly's 16-1-1 with 8 knockouts out of 2,226 fighters at 154 pounds globally. He's ranked 28, and he's fought a total of 126 pro rounds. He carries into the ring a 50% career knockout to win ratio. His adoring fans know him as Pretty Boy. The 31-year-old Brit is an orthodox fighter standing at 5'10" with a 72-inch reach. He was born in Sunderland, Tyneside, UK. We last saw him fight Ishmael Davis, who was undefeated 13-0, majority decision in the 12th. Ramirez, 24-3, stopped him in the 3rd. Corzo, 18-1, UD in the 12th. Troy Williamson, 19-0, UD in the 12th. Bastida, 18-1, UD in the 10th. Kelly's a guy who's very entertaining. Like I said earlier, if you've seen him fight before, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen him fight before, his highlight tape makes you think, like, how is he not a world champion? It's what I mean by when he's at his best. He does a lot of things in the ring that a lot of boxers won't do, can't do. He's very athletic. He has good balance. He has good reflexes, good speed. And it just seems like the narrative of his entire career, I don't want to say has been lackluster, but it hasn't been what we thought it would be. And I think he's only 1 or 2 viral knockouts or viral performances shy of putting himself in that world-class picture, which he wants to be. And I think that if Kelly could propel himself to that level, he would present a lot of guys at 54 in the top echelon an interesting puzzle to solve. When I look at both guys side by side, the physicality of the fight will cancel each other out. They're both going to be orthodox guys. The experience due to the age is going to be on the Romanian Bea side. With the movement, the feet, the footwork, the skills, the reflexes, all of that size with Joshua Kelly, it's going to come down to if he's going to play into Bea's game, if he's going to stay in the middle and trade, if he's going to fight Bea's ego and see how much he does that. I feel with this skill set, he's going to be looking for the counters a lot against Bea, get him on his front foot, and use the aggression against him. Right now, I want to take a closer look at the Las Vegas odds. Guys, before we go on, I want to let everybody know I do live streams every single day, and in those live streams, I'll be going over all of the fights this week, the ones we talked about that are happening in Newcastle, the ones in the States, the one in Japan, and on those live streams, I'll be going over my prop bets, method of victory bets, over and unders on rounds, that sort of thing. Right now, I'm just going to give you my money line prediction, so pull out your betting apps wherever you are in the world, and let's get into that. All right, guys, currently on the money line, it's no secret, Kelly is a huge favorite. He's $1 too, meaning $100 on Kelly gets you your money back plus $2. The draw's 41-1. Flavius Bea is a 20-1 dog. 100 on him gets you your money back plus 2,000. So I don't know if it's because the lack of tape on Bea, the lack of world-class opponents on Bea, the potential when you think about Joshua Kelly, but those odds are insane. On my prediction, based off of his credentialed career, his amateur career, his Olympic career, the hype on Kelly, what it was, and what I think his fans still think it should be, I'm taking Joshua Kelly to outbox, outclass Bea. Now, on the money line, $1.02, not a lot of juice to squeeze. So if you're thinking about putting that money line on a parlay, I wouldn't even bother with it. We saw $1.06 this past weekend ruin a lot of parlays, and I'm talking about the main event in Vegas. Caleb Plant lost to Resendez at $1.06, and moving forward, I think if that juice isn't enough to squeeze, why even throw it on the parlay? But stay tuned to the channel, because my live streams, we're going to be going over some interesting method of victory bets, whether it's a stoppage or a decision, that should juice those odds up significantly. Stay tuned to the channel.